Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Get Off the Island. I am with Reverend Jerry Troyer of the
Joyful Living Church.
Joyful Living Church in Claremont, and we are here to talk about his recently self-published book, Coming Out to Ourselves. A new, easy read to help you guide yourself through your internal coming out process and what that means to you as an individual. So as I have perused through the book, there is the other F-bomb. What is the other F-bomb, Reverend?
The other F-bomb is forgiveness. And I was really fortunate because my family was incredibly loving and nurturing, and when I came out, and actually they were more loving and nurturing to me than I was to myself. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people have gone through experiences where when they came out to their family, they were not so loved. Or a lot of people have gone through situations where they made a mess, mm-hmm. through substance abuse or just whatever it was. It's so important for us to allow ourselves to go back and forgive, starting with the people in our lives. You know, our egos will say oftentimes, well, I can't do that because that sorry so-and-so doesn't deserve forgiveness. Mm-hmm. And they may very well not. But we deserve the inner peace that comes from when we release that rock. I talk in the book about holding onto a rock and sinking into the lake because we won't let go of that story.
So what does God really think about the LGBT community?
My God is a power, not a personality. My God is a loving, nurturing presence that always says yes to us. You know, Jesus said, "It is done unto you as you believe." Jesus also said, "Greater than these things will you do," when he was talking to his disciples about the miracles that he performed. So if we look at the words of Jesus, if we look at the Eastern teachings as well, the Tao Te Ching, Buddhism, a lot of the other teachings, it basically says the same thing. So God, Spirit, the universe, our higher power, doesn't care. Doesn't care what our sexual orientation is, but it can't be a mistake, because I don't know about you, but I didn't wake up one morning and say, oh boy, I think I'm going to be gay.
And this is it's 85 pages, I think, which is only 80 pages longer than what I normally read. But it's cut up into Whose Truth. It's cut up into rather small little snippets and things, because the book is designed to go back to. It's designed to percolate thought, let the thought percolate, and then come back to it and let it steep, and come back to it and let it steep again. That's genius in that it's your little pocket guide to kind of self-love. It's your little pocket guide to, I need a butterfly hug. I need to go back here and kind of review it. What's the next book?
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
Yep, but it's percolating.
You're percolating that. Okay, very good. So, Reverend, we've talked about how to get your book. I want you. Boys and girls in the room. I want you to come talk. We can. Yeah. I want you to come talk to my group. I want you to talk about your book. I want you to talk about forgiveness. How do I get you?
Go to my website, www.revjerry.com, and click on contact, and there's a link to my email address, and I would love to come into a workshop or a guest speaking opportunity or whatever works for you and your group.
What's a workshop look like?
A workshop is an hour and a half to 2 hours going through the process of changing our story. Mm-hmm. Looking at guilt and resentment and regret and all that stuff, and oftentimes areas that we'd never thought about, but how come I just can't, and you fill in the blank. How come I can't get my bills paid and keep them paid? How come I can't lose the weight? How come I can't stay clean? How come this area of my life isn't working? So we go in and look at those areas, figure out what we believe, and change what no longer serves us.
So you have a lot of irons in the fire, Reverend.
I do.
You are a busy fellow.
I am.
Do you really have time to come talk to me if I ever do?
Absolutely.
Okay. Any size group? Any small, large, medium?
Any
convention center?
Pretty much. Convention center, stadium. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Yes.
My Red Hat Ladies Club.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes.
Do you have a red hat?
I do not.
We'll get you one.
But when I am old, I will wear purple. Yes.
Puce.
Yes.
Puce is a very
Oh,
important
puce.
color.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
yes,
good too.
exactly. All right, Reverend Jerry Troyer, it has been absolutely fantastic to talk to you today. I really appreciate you taking your time for our little TV show here.
Thank you.
Don't forget to go out, get the book. It's an easy read. You can do this in, 6-7 months. It's it's a little shorter than War and Peace. I appreciate you taking the time to sit here with us on Get Off the Island, and I'm Will Raupp. Thank you, and good day.
One of the dramas in my life was that I had a decade of losing most of my men friends to AIDS, and I had that grief in me, and I struggled with a chronic illness because of that. And I took that to Jerry, and I said, here's what it is. And he said the magic words, which is forgive it. Forgive the situation, forgive the men for dying, and forgive myself. And because of that very positive message, I was able to do all those things and heal my body. And so, thank you, Jerry, on that. And just one more thing. I feel like this book is kind of like a new lover. In that my theory is, when you fall in love with somebody new, it's really you're falling in love with yourself. You're seeing yourself reflected in the mirror of their eyes, and so you're starting to really dig yourself and love yourself. And that's exactly the experience you have when you read this book. You feel like, holy cow, am I that good? You can really feel yourself when you read this book. So all I can say is I love you.
I love you too.
Bum 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 bum. I feel free. Bum 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 bum.